Here we'll look at the distributive law with negative numbers. So first, suppose you have 4 times 8 plus 3, with the 8 plus 3 in parentheses. Distributing the 4 onto the addition gives you which of these expressions? Exactly, 4 times 8 plus 3 equals 4 times 8 plus 4 times 3. Next, suppose the number outside the parentheses is negative 4. Well, we can still use the distributive law, but now we're distributing a negative number onto the addition inside the parentheses. So which of these expressions do you get from the distributive law? Exactly. Distributing the negative 4 gives you negative 4 times 8 plus negative 4 times 3. Next, try evaluating these two expressions to make sure that they really are equivalent. Nicely done! In this top expression, you should first evaluate what's inside the parentheses, which is 8 plus 3, or 11. Negative 4 times 11 equals negative 44. And in the bottom expression, negative 4 times 8 is negative 32, and negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. Adding negative 32 and negative 12 again gives you negative 44. So great, you just confirmed that the distributive law still works even when you're distributing a negative number. Now notice that you're adding a negative over here, which is the same as subtracting. So by distributing a negative number, we turned this addition into subtraction. Very interesting. Let's see what happens when we distribute a negative number onto subtraction. For example, suppose you have negative 2 times 7 minus 4 in parentheses. We can distribute the negative 2, giving us negative 2 times 7. And then we're subtracting, and the second term is negative 2 times 4. Again, evaluate these two expressions to make sure they're the same. And be careful when subtracting the negative over here. Click down here if you'd like to review how to do this. Excellent! So 7 minus 4 is 3, and negative 2 times 3 equals negative 6. Down here, negative 2 times 7 is negative 14, and negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. Now, subtracting negative 8 is the same as adding positive 8. And sure enough, negative 14 plus 8 equals negative 6. So as you found, subtracting this negative is the same as adding a positive. And so by distributing a negative number, we turned subtraction into addition. So what's going on here? Well, when you distribute a negative number, you're flipping the plus and minus signs. Any addition inside the parentheses becomes subtraction. And any subtraction, like the 7 minus 4 over here, becomes addition outside the parentheses. Try using this fact in another example. Suppose you have negative 5 times 4 minus 1 plus 8 inside parentheses. If you distribute the negative 5, you'll get 3 terms that look like these, with plus or minus signs between them. So go ahead and choose the correct signs. Nicely done! Distributing negative 5 onto this first term gives you negative 5 times 4. Next, distributing negative 5 onto this subtraction turns it into addition, so you get plus 5 times 1. And this addition over here becomes subtraction, so we have minus 5 times 8. Let's look at another example where we have a minus sign by itself outside the parentheses. Having a minus sign like this means you should evaluate what's inside the parentheses and then flip the sign. You can also think of it as multiplying by negative 1. So if you distribute this minus sign, or -1, you'll get 3 terms. Again, go ahead and choose the correct signs between these terms. Very well done! Distributing the minus sign onto 9, you get -9. Then this subtraction becomes addition, and you have +3. And this subtraction also becomes addition, giving you +4. Does that really work? Go ahead and make sure these two expressions are equivalent. Right, 9 minus 3 minus 4 gives you 2, and then you're making it negative, so you have -2. And down here, -9 plus 3 plus 4 also gives you -2. Next, let's look at this expression, -4. Yikes, what's going on here? Well, keep in mind that having a minus sign is the same as multiplying by -1. So you can distribute this minus sign onto the -4. When you do that, what do you get? Exactly, this equals +4. So the negative of a negative is a positive, just like multiplying two negatives together gives you a positive. So for your final challenge, suppose you have -5, and then you take the negative of that, and then you take the negative of that. So you have -5. Can you simplify this expression?